Book title, Heavens Forsaken, The Agony of an Eternal Love. Written and copyright by A.A. Castor. Book 1, Scene 7, The Wanderer Exterior. Ancient forest, dusk. The forest is dense and shadowy, with the last light of day barely filtering through the thick canopy of trees. The sounds of wildlife fill the air, creating a sense of both tranquility and unease. Beatrice, a young woman with a brave spirit, navigates the forest, her eyes darting around nervously. Beatrice, to herself, I shouldn't have wandered so far. Mother will be worried. Suddenly, a distant howl pierces the air. Beatrice freezes, her heart pounding as the howls multiply, getting closer. She begins to run, her breath coming in quick, panicked gasps. She stumbles and falls, scraping her knee. Blood seeps from the wound, but she forces herself to stand and continue running. Exterior, deeper into the forest, night. The howls grow louder, and Beatrice's fear intensifies. She can see the glowing eyes of wolves in the distance, closing in on her. She stumbles again, this time unable to get up quickly enough. The wolves emerge from the shadows, growling and snapping at her. Beatrice! Help me! Please help me! Out of the darkness, a tall figure appears. The wanderer steps into the clearing with a calm yet commanding presence. His eyes, a deep, piercing blue, lock onto the wolves. The wanderer, strong and authoritative. Back, creatures of the night. He raises his hand, and a faint, glowing light emanates from his palm. The wolves, sensing his power, hesitate, then retreat into the shadows, whining in fear. Beatrice looks up at him, her eyes wide with a mix of fear and awe. The wanderer, gently, Are you all right? Beatrice nods, her voice trembling. Beatrice, thank you. I thought I was going to die. The wanderer kneels beside her, examining her wounds. He places his hand over the scrape on her knee, and a warm, healing light flows from his palm, closing the wound. The wanderer, you're safe now. These woods can be dangerous at night. It's best to travel with care. Beatrice watches in amazement as her wound heals completely. Beatrice. Who are you? Just a wanderer, passing through. He helps her to her feet, his touch gentle but firm. Beatrice looks at him, feeling a strange, inexplicable connection. Beatrice, thank you. Wanderer, I'm Beatrice. The wanderer, Beatrice. A beautiful name. Let's get you back to your family. Exterior, forest edge, night. The wanderer guides Beatrice through the forest, his presence calming her fears. They reach the edge of the forest where the lights of a small village can be seen in the distance. The wanderer, there your home is just beyond those trees. Can you make it the rest of the way? Beatrice nods. But her eyes linger on the wanderer. Beatrice, will I see you again? The wanderer smiles, a hint of sadness in his eyes. The wanderer, perhaps. The world is full of unexpected meetings. Beatrice steps closer, her eyes filled with gratitude and something deeper. Thank you, wanderer, for saving me. The wanderer, take care, Beatrice. Stay safe. Exterior village, night. Beatrice rushes through the village gates and into the arms of her worried parents. They embrace her tightly, their relief palpable. Beatrice's mother, Beatrice, where have you been? We were so worried. Beatrice, I got lost in the woods, but the wanderer saved me. Her parents exchange confused looks. Beatrice's father, the wanderer? Beatrice, yes, he healed my wounds and brought me back. He's amazing. Interior. Home, night. Later that night, Beatrice lies in bed, her mind racing with thoughts of the wanderer. She feels an inexplicable connection to him, a pull she can't quite understand. She falls asleep, dreaming of his piercing blue eyes and gentle touch. Exterior village, day. In the following days, Beatrice finds herself drawn back to the forest, hoping to see the wanderer again. She wanders the paths they took together, her eyes scanning the trees for any sign of him. Exterior forest clearing. One afternoon, as she explores a clearing, she hears a familiar voice. The wanderer, you should be more careful, Beatrice. These woods can still be dangerous. Beatrice turns, her heart skipping a beat as she sees the wanderer standing there, a small smile on his face. You came back. I never really left. I've been watching over you. Why? The wanderer, gazing at her with warmth. Because I care about you, Beatrice. More than you know. Beatrice steps closer, her eyes searching his. Beatrice. I feel like I've known you forever, like we're connected somehow. The wanderer. Perhaps we are. The world is full of mysteries, and some connections are stronger than time itself. Exterior. Ancient forest. Sunset. As the sun sets, casting a golden glow over the forest, Beatrice and the Wanderer walk together, sharing stories and laughter. The bond between them grows stronger with each passing moment. Interior, Beatrice's home, night. That night, as Beatrice lies in bed, she realizes she has fallen in love with the Wanderer. His strength, kindness, and mysterious presence have captivated her heart. Exterior, ancient forest, night. Meanwhile, the Wanderer stands at the edge of the forest, looking towards the village. He knows his time with Beatrice is limited, but he cherishes every moment. The stars above seem to shimmer with a knowing light, as if acknowledging their forbidden love. Fade out.